Hey everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be a new half-half wear test video comparing two different lipstick formula. I will be comparing the Maybelline SuperStay Ink Crayon lipsticks, which I have been raving about a lot. They're definitely worth the money. And I wanted to compare them to the new L'Oreal version of a lip pencil. This is the Matte Lip Crayon, which I don't feel like I've heard a lot about it. So I wanted to see between these two colors, which one is the closest, this one, and then just wear them throughout the day, eat, drink, live, and update you after the end of the day just to see, is it worth the money? Should you just stick to these ones? Is it just as good? Which would mean more options color-wise and everything. So let's do this. Let me just start by trying to find the closest color I own. They probably won't be exact dupes, but I mean, just so I don't look too crazy while I stay inside alone all day. Oh my, this is not a good start. Well. -1 for L'Oreal. Very often these lip pencil formula, like I'm thinking e.l.f., Maybelline, they have like in the back a little sharpener. I don't think that's a sharpener, and I don't think it's necessarily needing one either because it's more of a flat one compared to the other one. I'll compare it in a second, but this is what it looks like. Let me just swatch it so I can compare the colors. This is a really pretty one. This is 502 Sweet and Salty. Gorgeous medium nude. If I show you the Maybelline ones, if you haven't seen them, they're a little bit more like a pointy one, but they become kind of round, so you have the little sharpener in the back to make them sharp again. See, I think the first one I chose is going to be the closest one. This is, where's the name? Oh, it's on top. Enjoyed the View number 20. I think that's definitely pretty close. I don't think we're gonna have any issue. Applying them, I would say that these ones go on very creamy, surprisingly. It has a little bit of a shine too, but they do last all day, which you're going to see. This one definitely went on more matte. Doesn't seem drying right now on my hand. Obviously, we'll see after a couple hours. But just for fun, let's compare this one also just to give you an idea. This is Lead the Way, number 15. That one is definitely more mauve-y. So I shall start with the other one instead. So my lips are very dry right now, which you can see they're definitely very dry. But you know what? It's not a bad thing because we want to see if they are drying. And I've been claiming these aren't, so let's see if they look dry after a few hours. So on my left, you're right. Oh. I'm a terrible YouTuber. So even though my lips were dry, you can see that it went on pretty smoothly on top, which is good in my opinion. We'll see how that wears throughout the day. I did do the wear test with this one, so if you want to compare, I'm curious actually personally if it's going to look drier than it did in the past. And now let's do the L'Oreal. I should be more careful because I don't know how it's what I'm going to do with this. Let's do the other half. Oh, I definitely have to pull a bit more. Yeah, the Maybelline ones smell a little bit like cake, and these ones have a different scent. I almost want to say like salted caramel, or like popcorn. Salted caramel popcorn. Yeah. I swear the second you try to film yourself applying lipstick, it's going to be all over the place every single time. But the colors are not too far apart. They're obviously not exact dupes. This one right now is looking a bit more matte. It doesn't feel dry. At first I was wondering if I was going to have to, you know, tug a little bit because again, the lips are dry. Not a problem right now. I'm going to do the first transfer test for fun, and I'm going to keep doing it throughout the day just to see because I do like a matte lipstick that doesn't transfer if they're also non-drying. So first one, they're both transferring a bit. Nothing crazy. It doesn't seem to have moved whatsoever on my lips. They're very comfortable right now. I have literally nothing to say against them. So I think we are good to go for the moment. I will update you again throughout the day, but so far I like both of them. Oh, actually, let me just try and remove these just to see if they leave a stain. Okay, so let's try the little wipe. They're both being removed, so we'll see how it works on the lips though. So not too hard to remove them with a wipe. It's something I actually prefer if they also still stay all day, because then it means at night you don't have to like go too crazy even with, you know, oil and everything to remove them. So I'll see you later. Okay, so I wanted to update you on the lipsticks. I've been wearing them for about 4 hours now. I had my first meal. I didn't update before because there was literally no changes. And you can see that the L'Oreal side faded a little bit more. Not too bad. Keep in mind, I do wear Invisalign. I'm not wearing them right now, but like before eating, I had to remove them. So, you know, you show your fingers in your mouth. So I do expect a little bit of fading, generally speaking, but I don't think it's that hard. You can see a little bit more on this side. They still don't feel dry. I'm still good to go. So I will obviously keep wearing them for more hours, but yeah, not too bad. Okay, so it is now the end of the day. I had a second meal. I've definitely talked a lot on FaceTime, and I wanted to update you on the lipstick actually, because I forgot to do one earlier. Let me do the transfer test. There's a tiny bit, mostly on the L'Oreal side. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell because it's not extreme, but because the Maybelline one doesn't seem to have any transfer, you can tell the difference. I feel like you can kind of see it here. Nothing dramatic or anything. However, I do feel like I noticed a difference on my lips. I did eat a pretty messy meal just now. So yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that the Maybelline side did really well considering. A little bit on the inside. And the L'Oreal one is a lot more gone. Obviously, it is a nude color. It's kind of close to my lips, natural lip color. So I will be using a wipe to show you the amount that was left. But I think you can still tell if I do this weird face that a lot of it is gone on the outside and in the corner, especially on the top, I feel like, compared to bottom. I mean, it has been like 9 hours, so is it still decent? Yes. I expected it to actually be, let me zoom you out a bit. I expected it to be actually more drying than this, because I felt like I had seen reviews that weren't super positive, but my personal review isn't super negative. Let me just remove them and we'll talk about it. So let's start with the L'Oreal side to see how much was left. It's easy to remove. Yeah, my lips are not drier. They were definitely very dry. We saw that. So there's definitely still some of that. I need to apply more lip balm before going to bed. But I don't feel like it made it worse. I didn't feel like my lips were that dry. And it's very easy to remove. So let's remove the Maybelline side. I think that's the impressive part about Maybelline, is the fact that it stayed this well, but it's still easy to remove. It's just how. Oh, it definitely accumulated a bit more on the dry patches, but my lips were very, very dry. I probably should have tried to exfoliate them before this. We can tell the top part is the Maybelline one, the bottom one is the L'Oreal one. I feel like the Maybelline one stayed a bit in my lips. Yeah, I think you can tell. It's nothing extreme, but I mean, it's something to know. Overall, if I have to choose a winner between L'Oreal and Maybelline, I have to choose Maybelline. I just do. I don't have the whole range of the L'Oreal one, so maybe one shade might be unique enough that I would want it. But personally, if I can only choose one, I like that this one I can sharpen. I like the colors that they have. Hopefully they actually bring out more. And I just like how it wears. It's very comfortable. It goes on very creamy, but it stays all day long. There's very minimal transfer from the beginning, and after that there's nothing. It's straight up magic. I just really, really recommend these in general. This is just, it's not bad, but it's just, if you compare it, you know, don't have a choice. So I actually do have a lip swatch video on these, so I will be linking it if you are interested. You can see how they look like on my arm and on my lips, so you can kind of compare the colors, see what they look like, you know, whole face instead of just lips. And yeah, I recommend you check that out if you are interested. It's gonna be it for this wear test. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section actually if there's any other lip product you would like me to do a half-half review on, either to try to find a dupe or just because you want to see how they wear throughout the day compared to another one. And yeah, I will be putting more videos on the screen that I recommend you check out. And I shall see you in my next video very soon. Bye.